welcome back to another video. Me trying to push videos out at noon every day is kicking my ass, but I'm gonna work to be on it because that's what I said I was gonna do, so I'm gonna do it. Anyway, today's video is what I like to call a hot take. Basically, what a hot take is an opinion that is strictly your opinion that could be potentially maybe controversial. So today, my hot take is all about sex education. Sex education in schools, and I'm gonna tell you why it's such a hot take. So, anyway, I believe that sex education should start in probably kindergarten. And why I say that, I don't necessarily mean like, oh, abstinence, nor do I mean, oh, this is a condom, this is a penis, this is how you do. No, not like that, but more so about teaching the basic anatomy of the male and the female body, teaching what's good and what's bad touching, teaching like it's not okay for certain things to be happening to you. The reason I say that is because I was watching, actually I've seen a couple things like documentary type things where people would say how they were molested when they were children, and a lot of the reason why they never told anyone or anything like that is they thought it was okay. They didn't think anything was wrong with that. Really, dude. They really didn't think anything was wrong with it, so it continued. They didn't think anything was wrong, so the events continued. I also think a part of that sex education should be, freaking creating a safe space for these children to say, hey, this has happened to me, and we can help that child. I also think giving children appropriate language, because even if they know that it's wrong or they feel uncomfortable with a certain type of thing that's happening with them, they may not know how to say it. They may not know like how to verbalize that, and that is our job as adults to teach them. Yes, it starts at home, and yes, the parents should teach them, but they're in school, hell, more time than they're with their parents. And so adding that as part of the curriculum, I feel like is a very crucial thing. And I think it should progress as you go out through the years. You should, once you hit a certain grade, when you start talking about actual sex, teach them about consent. Teach them about body positivity. Teach them about all the things that they need to know as a maturing, teach them all the things that they need to know as growing children. And I feel like that should be taught, sex education should be taught in every grade. Like I said, beginning at kindergarten, so it could be like it can adapt with the child, if that makes sense. I also think at a certain, like I said before, I think that they should be teaching the children about gender, about sexuality. Why I say they should be teaching the children about sexuality is because I don't know, but they're gay kids, they're trans kids, and they need to know about their experiences. They need to know what they're going through. They need to know that they're not alone going through it. I honestly, wholeheartedly, 100% believe that you can't teach anyone to be gay. No one, you can't teach anyone to be straight. Like, honestly, this motherfucker. Where was I? He done threw me off track, y'all. What was this? Oh, yeah. basically teaching them that from 1 to 2 don't go hand in hand, helping them not feel alone as part of sex ed. When you are teaching about actual intercourse, how about you include gay sex and lesbian sex? Because those are things too, and those kids, those people need to be protected. I also don't believe in teaching abstinence. You cannot, like, if that's what your belief is, that's cool. That don't mean just because you say be abstinent, don't have sex, the kids they're not gonna listen. I think that it's important to let them know this is how you have sex. Yes, it is good to wait until you are older and more mature. That way you can handle any potential consequences that comes with sex. However, that's not always a reality. And if you are going to engage in that, here's how you protect yourself. I also think it's important to give them resources. It's important to let them know if you are going to have sex, perhaps you should be on birth control. Perhaps you should talk to a doctor about that. And also, this is where the parent part comes in. You have to allow your child to have that space. Either you step out of the room or you sit there and you let them get that birth control that they need. Am I gonna say if my freaking 13, 14, 15-year-old child comes to me like, Mom, I wanna have sex, and I'm gonna be like, yay, let's do it. No. However, children are gonna do what they wanna do. You cannot be around them all the time. So I think it's best to protect yourself. I think it's best you to, as school, if you're doing sex ed, give them condoms. Like, no, I'm not condoning underage sex. However, if you're going to do it, I cannot stop you. Here's how you protect yourself. So I think that is very, very important. I've been watching, because, I watch ID Investigation Discovery a lot. You probably don't know that, but I do. And I've seen a couple shows where they were talking about people meeting online, like kids meeting adults online. They don't know that they're adults. They don't know that they're dangerous. These adults groom these children, take over their, freaking lives, convince them to come meet them, and then they end up dead. I think this should also be a part of sexual health, sex ed. I also think that internet safety should also be a class in school. But especially this part of sex ed, because, this should be taught in sex ed, because people meet strangers. People in 2020, it's normal for people to meet online. I can't sit here and tell my kids, don't meet people online. I met my fiance online. I met my first roommate online. I've met people I've dated in the past online. I'm on Bumble BFF meeting friends online. So it's more, that conversation should be less of, don't meet people online, it's bad, it's dangerous. It should be, because let's be honest, person you meet and walking down the street organically could be just as dangerous, if not more, than someone you meet online. The thing is, the extreme danger with meeting people online is that they could be lying about who they are. And that's why you make that's why you have to make certain, I can't think of the word, take precautions. For one, you need to tell, tell them, if you are going to meet someone online, never, ever ever just go to their house. You never met them in real life. Do not just go to their home. Do not just get in their car. Do not invite them to your home. Do not let them know where you live. Do not do any of that. Because yes, that is danger. If you are like teaching these kids, if you are going to meet someone online, for one, tell your parents. Allow your parents to make this decision. Allow your parents to assess the situation to see if it's safe. To see if, are you really talking to a 10-year-old kid or are you talking to a 30-year-old man? Like, you have to create that space. And I also think it's hush. I also think it falls on the parent to create that safe space and allow your child that freedom, I guess, to talk to you, and that comfort, that's the word, that comfort to talk to you and say, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? You know? So I just think it's very important. I don't think that sex ed should be something that's taught once a year. I think it should be taught every day, just like math, science, and whatever else, because it's important. Like, yeah, it's cool to know that vinegar and baking soda, did I pay attention? It's cool to know that freaking baking soda and, is it peroxide? Yes, peroxide can make a freaking explosion, volcano. But it's also very, very, very important to know how to recognize good touch and bad touch, how to not meet a predator online, that you're not alone in your sexuality, that you're not alone in your sexual desires. It's perfectly normal. It's normal to want these things, but it's also normal to, it's also important to wait. It's also important to do these things in a safe manner. Also, teach these children you shouldn't be doing it like with adults, and also like it's so much more. Like I really feel like this is very important if you couldn't tell. But I am going to end my rambling here. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell down below so you know when I'm gonna upload, because y'all know I just upload when I feel like it. I don't know when I'm gonna upload. Anyway, peace out. See you tomorrow.